Okay, sir.
Hi, good morning to all of you, and welcome to the online class on basic concepts of economics by Siddhartha IAS Study Circle, Vijayawada. Let me introduce myself. I am Raja Rao. Was a student of Andhra College, Vijayawada. After completion of BA, I went to Pune to pursue my MA in economics at Gokhale Institute of Economics, which is one of the best institutions in India as well as in the world. After that, I went to JNU, New Delhi, to pursue my MPhil. Thereafter, I wrote civil service main examination. I passed, I went to interview and got selected central services, but I did not join. Finally, I worked as an economics lecturer for 2 years and worked as a principal and regional inspecting officer in Krishna District of Board of Intermediate Education. And after retiring as a principal at SRR CVA Government College, we started the Siddhartha IAS Study Circle to give intensive and extensive coaching for the IAS aspiring students. Today, we start online class on basic economics. You know, economics is one of the important subjects, an area in the civil services besides other subjects. And many students will find it very difficult to answer economic questions in civil service examination, as it is somewhat tough. You know, in every subject or every area of civil services syllabus, we should know mainly basic concepts first. Then you have to go in detail for other areas, other topics. Today we shall see what are the important basic concepts in economics. You know, economics is one of the important subjects. The father of economics is Adam Smith. Adam Smith is the father of economics, modern economics, who gave more importance to economics and gave first definition to economics, that is wealth of nations. He wrote one important book called Wealth of Nations. In short form, Wealth of Nations was the book written by Adam Smith, who is regarded as the father of economics, modern economics. In this book, we find what is economics, what is the wealth definition. According to Adam Smith, economics is the social science which deals with the various principles of wealth, such as production, consumption, utility, and distribution of wealth. The social science which deals with production, consumption, distribution of wealth is called economics according to the Adam Smith. So this was the first definition given by Adam Smith in economics. So he was regarded as the father of economics. After that, many economists gave importance to economics and gave different definitions of economics. Economics broadly classified into two types. It is divided into two types. Economics is divided into two types. One is microeconomics, second one is macroeconomics. Here you should know very well what is microeconomics and what is macroeconomics with suitable examples. Microeconomics is it micro means it is very small part, millionth part. So the economics which deals with individual units or small units is called microeconomics. Individual units in the sense, microeconomics deals with a consumer, a producer, personal income, a farm, like that. Personal saving, personal investment. So these are the individual units. These are the small units. So microeconomics deals with small units or individual units such as a consumer, a producer, personal income, personal saving, personal investment, a farm. So these are the examples you should know very well about microeconomics. Then what about macroeconomics? The second important branch of economics is macroeconomics. So these are two branches. One is microeconomics and another one is macroeconomics. Microeconomics is the economics which deals with total units or aggregates is called macroeconomics. Economics which deals with aggregates or total units is called macroeconomics. It studies the economic system as a whole. Macroeconomics studies the economic system as a whole, in the sense that macroeconomics deals with aggregate demand, or total demand, aggregate supply or total supply, national income, total saving, total investment, like that. Macroeconomics deals with aggregates, in the sense that the economics which deals with the total units, aggregates such as aggregate demand, aggregate supply, national income, total saving, total investment is called macroeconomics. So in that way, you have to know very well the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Here you should know the meaning of each one with suitable examples. So in examination, you may get questions in object type, testing the knowledge of a student relating to a concept. Here, for example,